Hi everybody, this is Boog Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Batman Arkham City Ra's al Ghul figure. So before we take a look at Ra's, let's take a look at the accessories that he comes with. So first up, you get your standard DC Multiverse base. Up next, he comes with the arms of the Solomon Grundy Build-A-Figure. Up next, he comes with his data file, and instead of a shot from the game on this card, you get a shot of the figure. That's kind of weird because the figures I've reviewed so far from this wave have game art on them. But yeah, this one has a picture of the figure. So if you want to read that, go ahead and pause that now. And finally, he comes with his sword, and this sword looks really nice. It's got some really good sculpt detail to the handle. You can see the demon logo right there, some good texturing. It has an inscription on the blade. It's in Arabic, so I'm assuming it says the demon's head or the demon or something like that. So I don't know what exactly that says. If anyone knows, just leave a comment down below. And you can put the sword through the belt loop right there, and it stays very securely. So I'm really happy with that. I think that looks really awesome. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the head sculpt. So taking a look at the head sculpt, I think McFarlane Toys did a good job for the most part. I think the face looks really nice, the shading around the eyes looks really good. But Ra's in the game has these bright glowing green eyes, so I do think they should have made his eyes green, because I can't even tell. They might be a really, really dark green color. But yeah, they need to be like a neon green, like the color that they use for Spawn's eyes. That's what color his eyes need to be. And I think something is off with the hair. Like, he has these strands up here that are standing straight up. And I think it should be like slicked back on top. I don't know. I think maybe it's the strands of hair on top that's throwing it off. I don't know. Something is just slightly off with the head sculpt, and I can't place what it is. I know the eyes should be different, but maybe it's something with the hair too. I can't, like I said, I can't place what it is. But other than that, I do think the head sculpt looks good. Ra's uses this soft shell for his armor, and honestly, McFarlane Toys probably could have sculpted this to be two pieces like a normal torso piece, but since it uses this soft shell, it actually has some pretty good articulation to it. When you bend him forward, it does bend the material a little bit, but it looks great being a separate shell, and it actually allows for some articulation, so I'm happy that McFarlane Toys did that. You can see the gold demon logo right there on his belt and on his chest. The gold accents on the armor look very nice. There you can see the back of the belt. You get some more touches of gold there. His dragon tattoos on his arm looks really nice. I do think it would have been cool if they would have outlined the tattoo in green. That would have looked really cool. Because if I remember right, in the game, the outline of the tattoo is in green, just like his eyes. I could be wrong about that though, because I really need to replay Arkham City. All of the buckles and everything on his gauntlets look really nice. It's got some sculpt detail to him. He's got some texturing to his pants that looks very nice. And then there are his boots, some more really good sculpt detail to them. And they use these new ankle joints that have the sculpt added to them, and that looks really good. So now let's go ahead and go over his articulation. He has a ball-jointed head that can just about look up all the way. If you try to force it any more than that, it will pop off. But luckily, it is a ball joint, and it's meant to pop right back in. So there. So if you do push it, it will pop off, but like I said, you can put it back in, so that's not a huge issue. He can look down just a little bit. He can move his head side to side. He has ball-jointed shoulders that can move all the way out. He has some really nice butterfly joints, swiveled to bicep, double-jointed elbows that can bend all the way in, ball-jointed wrists that can move up and down and spin all the way around. He has a joint up inside this shell right here that can move back that far, and he can crunch forward. But like I said, if you do that, you do get the material bunching up. He also has a swiveled waist that can move side to side. You can hinge it like that and move it all the way around. So that's why I said I do prefer this soft shell, because you do get some articulation out of it and it looks really nice. He has hips that can do a complete split. He can kick forward all the way. That's really nice. He can kick back all the way. He has a really nice thigh swivel, double jointed knees, ankles that can move down all the way, up all the way, spin all the way around, and toe articulation that can move up all the way. So now, let's do some size comparisons. So first up, here he is next to Arkham City Batman, here he is next to Catwoman, and finally here he is next to the Joker. So overall, I would highly recommend picking him up because he is a really awesome figure. The head sculpt on the original version is more accurate than this version, but that version lacked articulation. This one has some really great articulation. So other than there being some inaccuracies with the head sculpt, I still think this is a really, really awesome figure. So that's my review. If you like this review, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.